Miller's Tire and Auto Care. Need to hire experienced technicians, oil change, tire technician, tow truck drivers, exceptional benefits and pay. Drop your resume off at Miller's Tire on the Big Hill Avenue location. 4 high schools, 7 middle schools, 1 college, and a university, and much more. Now introducing your most comprehensive weekly local sports show in Madison County, the Richmond Register Sports Show. The Richmond Register Sports Show is brought to you by MetroNet, superfast internet, simply a better connection. Total Comfort, heating and air conditioning. Let Total Comfort keep you cool or warm this winter. Call for service or for a free replacement quote. Wynn's Auto Detailing Service. Platinum Roofing, Solar and Green Solutions. Voted Richmond's best roofer 7 years in a row. And by kymedia.net, digital media solutions on your terms. Here's your host for all things local sports, the Richmond Register sports editor, Nathan Hutchison.
Welcome into a special edition of the Richmond Register Sports Show. And hey, Randy, guess who's finally here in the studio with us? It's Lloyd Rhodus and Gunnar Rhodus. And we joke because we tried several times a while back to get you guys on, but some things didn't work out. I know you were sick one time, you were sick another time. But we're glad to have you guys in here finally, and it's a joyous reason because, Gunnar, you want to tell everybody where you're going to play baseball at?
Well, I committed to Union about a week and a half ago, so that's pretty exciting. I plan on staying there as long as I can until maybe go to a level after that. I'm not sure until then.
Yeah. I mean, we could have brought a piece of paper and you could have done like a fake signing if you wanted to.
I'm not big on
You didn't want to do that,
not
did
the public
you?
signing, no.
And you told me that. You told me you didn't really want to do.
Yeah. I signed it, took a picture of it and sent it.
Yeah, signed it at the kitchen table.
That's the important thing. But it's been a long process, man. I mean, it's recruiting. Recruiting now is tough, and trying to find a spot is tough. And you got a good place, but it's a lot of twists and turns and a lot of work put into it, huh?
Yes, long journey, couple-year process. You know, the COVID, the transfer portal's brutal. I think the high school seniors going to have to, they're going to have to prove themselves. You know, you're going to have to lower your dreams and goals just a little bit to what's coming, and it's getting worse. Just the landscape. Some really good ball players out there on all levels anymore. Your Tennessee guys are leaving and going to your Westerns. Your Westerns are leaving and dropping down. It's just trickling down, and the high school senior is up against everybody. But he's going to have to prove himself and climb that ladder. Center boy that's pitching for Ball State right now, I think he's been to 3 schools in 3 years. Casey Bargo just pitched at UK in the region over there. And that's sort of what's happening right now, you know. You got to prove yourself and move up the ladder. So, but tickled, you know, was glad when it was over. Like a pound of bricks, you know, lifted off your chest to finally say, hey, could have went out of state, could have went here, could have went there, but, you know, just weighing the options of, you know, the financial end of it, what the offer was, you know, playing time, what the opportunity was. Just tickled to death, you know, where he's going. Close to home,
It takes weight off your chest now that we have a plan to work towards something.
Sure, got a plan.
Makes it a whole lot easier.
So now we can move forward, and that's what we said when he signed. You know, now we can move forward. You know, let's, you know, I guess everybody wants to play pro ball. Will he end up there? I don't know. That's everybody's goal. But it's the start of a new journey. You know, the high school era is over, so let's move on. So it was a big relief of just, hey, this is it, let's go. So,
of course, Union College NAIA, but NAIA is really good baseball, and maybe even better. We were talking off camera, maybe even better than Division II or Division III baseball in some regards. So you're the only Kentucky kid in the Union class this year. You got a bunch of transfers from Oregon and all over the place. So this is a good level of baseball, and you're gonna get a chance to play right away, but you're gonna get tested too.
Oh, I am going to get tested a lot. They got guys coming in mid-90s. I mean, high school kids are going to lose innings coming in. Hitters are going to lose at bats. It's just how it is. Especially these high school kids coming into NAIA and transfers. The guys that are already there are going to lose innings. That's just how it is. Because I plan on coming in and playing, so we'll see.
Very, very competitive, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Any level just to try to get on the field these days is, and of course part of that, like we were talking about off camera, these kids have been staying for 5, 6 years with the COVID years and the freshman, the redshirt years and everything. So
yeah, go through and look at some of your rosters at some of these schools. Western, we trying to go to Western, but look at the starting center fielder at Western is 25 years old with 2 years of eligibility left. So he's going to be 27 years old. Why would they take an 18-year-old high school, wet behind the ears kid when they got a man, so to speak? And but that's what it's come to, and that's okay. Just gotta sit back and realize what the landscape of everything, of what you may have, instead of going straight, you may have to take a curve in the road to get to your dream school, and that's just what it's come to. So no hurries, but ball was always plan B. Education was plan A. I don't think he's going to work at NASA or anything, but at least he, how many kids can say they're playing ball and going to college at the same time? So as dad, tickled to death. That was always our goal, no matter where it was. At the end of the day, he's playing ball, plan B, and going to college, plan A. So happy with that. At the end of the day, it really don't matter where it's at anymore. But wish I could trademark the phrase, you got the tools, go to JUCO, come back in 2 years. If I would have trademarked that phrase a couple years ago, I'd have a little money. But
that's a phrase a lot of high school kids are hearing right now, right?
That's
Everybody
what they're all
mostly
hearing.
If you are committed, you're going to ride the bench about 90% of the time, unless you're a legit dude.
A lot of these guys are committed, when they're freshmen and sophomores.
It's most of the pitchers that are playing
Yeah,
at the
the
next
pitchers.
level. Position players are all transfers.
A lot of these guys that are committing to big schools, they're not going to see the field. That's just the reality of it right now. And I hate that, because some dreams are going to be broken, but that's what it's come to in this big transfer portal. I don't know the end of it. I think travel ball, once the dads realize it's going to really, I don't know the right word. I think it's not going to be as big as it is right now. That why am I spending thousands of dollars and going all over the country and playing when, UK is not going to look at him?
These parents at these showcases think just because they posted on the website 30, 40 scouts going to be there, they ain't coming.
No, they're not.
ain't
No,
coming.
it's all.
You're wasting your money.
Yeah, a lot of it's about the money. This travel ball, it's crazy.
Twitter's become a big outlet to recruiting.
Yeah.
It's the biggest thing, the biggest platform you can put yourself out on. It's Twitter.
All right. Well, you mentioned academics. Let's talk about academics. What do you want to study? I know you haven't even enrolled in college yet.
I want to go into construction management first off, which I'll be taking general classes for my first year, which I'll probably end up changing my degree. Knowing me,
Everybody does. Yeah, I did it too.
something outside work. I'm not a business like suit and tie kind of guy. I work outside.
Yeah. All right. Well, let me ask you this, and we'll ask Dad the same question. When did you realize how fast you were? Because obviously, I don't know. I can't think of any. I've been here 20 years. I can't think of anybody that's played at Central Baseball that's been as fast as you.
Growing up, I was always like pretty fast, but it wasn't until probably sophomore year where it's like I woke up one day, went out to run a 60, and it was like 6'5". Coach Drew just looked at me. I was just like, I guess I run a 6'5" now. I was always the fastest kid growing up, but that junior year, I was flying, and since then I just been getting faster.
Did you track anything, middle school or anything? Never.
They asked me to do track, but I never. I don't even like running.
No.
Unless you're running after a ball, right?
You don't.
Or running after a ball.
I don't like running.
Well, obviously, you're much faster than you were when you played
Oh,
back
yeah.
in the day.
Oh, yeah.
I like the opposite.
Yeah. I just stole it. I couldn't do much else. No, we got, fastest kid in 3rd grade, the little trophies, the 5th grade, the 6th grade, the
I remember
7th
that.
grade. He could always,
They're still in the house somewhere, probably.
Yeah, get them in a tub somewhere, yeah. Just had wheels, always has. And that's the thing I never understood. How can, one kid and another kid be the same size, same weight, same this, and he can run like a deer and this one. So I've never understood that part. You know, you can teach to hit a ball, throw hard, whatever, but you can't teach certain things, you know. I mean, we all old guys here, you know, I could probably run, you know, a tenth of a second faster, but when you get down to 6.5s and stuff like that, that's big boy speed, and that's just God-given, I guess. And it just amazes me how some have it, some don't. I don't know why he can run so fast. I don't know, but I loved it. Not a big home run hitter. We was always in the gaps, trying to hit triples, and to me that's the prettiest thing ever. Is just making that turn to third base, and when he hits first, just watching him go. So that was a lot of fun. Had some good competition. You know, Hayden Robbins up until last year, Hayden had wheels. Yeah. And so Hayden and Gunnar sort of pushed each other, and Hayden had some wheels, you know, so there was some good competitions there and stuff. And but yeah, he could always run. Sort of how he ended up in center field, I guess.
I switched positions.
Yeah.
I used to play shortstop.
Yeah. Growing up and stuff. Yeah.
I don't think a lot of people remember you were at Model for a while.
I was. I transferred to Central because just to play for Roof, I wanted a better experience. Who wouldn't do that? I wouldn't be who I am today without Roof or Withers or the team in general. So that's what I had to do. Yeah,
great program. Of course, your dad pitched on that '82 team. Do you ever get tired of hearing those stories about the way you?
I probably hear that every day. Somebody says.
Is there one story he always says, or
somebody says it? I don't think so.
You kind of tune it out after a while.
I don't think so, no. I always look at that. They always show me that picture beside the bleachers.
Yeah.
That '82 team.
That little plaque right there.
That one.
Just a small part of a very big puzzle. Those guys was good. Good ball team. I don't think people understand, like Madison Central, everybody said, like, when do y'all start practicing? It don't end, you know. And unless you've been through the program or part of a program, you don't understand that. You know, guys, they practice a couple times a week, couple hours, whatever. At Central, you go, it's every day. Christmas break, every day. You know, Christmas Day. Usually once you get your car, get your license, then you become more freedom. But Christmas Day they go hit. They go hit. It's every day. It's that 11th region is brutal, and that's the goal. At the end of the day, to win that 11th region, go to state tournament. But it's now Coach Roof, Withers, Wade, personnel, all of them. That's my old school, but it's which I'm a different, I'm old school, different generation. But what he done, and everybody there, not just him, but the last 20 years or whatever, it's business. It's business, and it's a pride thing, and they work their butts off every day. So, but that's why we went there. We went to play ball, and had a wonderful 4 years. Couldn't ask for anything better. Just loved the program in itself. And so, yeah.
You're talking about playing ball, and I told you this the other day when you called me. But quite frequently down in the dugout taking pictures and stuff, and we end up talking quite a bit. And I am just amazed at your baseball IQ. Like, we'll sit there and you'll point things out to me and say, hey, look, the pitcher's doing this. And, I guess that's just the ball player in him, right? He knows the game. It's amazing. I enjoy sitting there listening to you.
Yeah, I do that all the time. If you sit by me long enough, I'll annoy you just about.
Yeah, is that just? You always been like that? You're like obviously you're like a student of the game.
I wasn't always like that, but when I hit the varsity level, I had to pay attention a little bit more than just talking in the dugout, doing something stupid.
Yeah, I just where do you pick that up from?
I'll just
being around the game.
Playing so long.
From Dad's point of view, I coached him growing up and stuff. Tried to teach him the game. Usually played up the middle, but I figured when he got to Central, speed, you probably go into center field. Play third base, shortstop, pitched when he's grown up, all that, but speed will get you usually in center field. So played, he used to catch, pretty good little catcher. So growing up, he played multiple positions, so I think he learned, he knows what to look for and stuff. And not just him, but you know, I just can't preach enough about the program. You know, it's just, you can't explain it. It's different. You know, I'm sure there's some out there that work as hard, that work on the little things, the details. Not many. You know, not many. You might cross the bridge. They might be one or two up in, you know, 6th, 7th region up in Louisville or something. But Central, as far as opportunity, work ethic, the facilities, it's there. You know, if you want it, it's there, and you can do with it what you want to. And usually, when you get your driver's license, mom and daddy don't have to take you and all that. Then it's a little bit different, and that's when things really click with him.
Well, I got to look at guys like Colton Perkins and Brandon Anderson, even Ty Brooke, Aiden Carter, guys like that. It worked out all the time, so it kind of shifted over to me when it was my time, like me and Bradley. So we started working out all the time.
Yeah. It's part of that culture. It's part of that culture.
We were sitting one night when he was a freshman, went to pick him up, 8 o'clock, whatever, drizzling the rain.
They were running on the football field.
And the football lights come on. Okay? Then there goes Colton Perkins and Brandon Anderson. See that?
I was like, I got to step my game up or something.
Yeah, so that's what you have before you. You know, you'll have a handful of guys that are just grinders. And hopefully he left that impression on the guys coming up, you know, him and Bradley and some Danny Bauer, you know, the work ethic. Hopefully he passed something down, if nothing else. Because some guys before him did, you know, Ty Brooke, Brandon Anderson, Hayden Robbins, Matt Johns, you know, just go down the list. But look at their numbers. Look what they did in their 4 years, you know. It speaks for itself. So.
Yeah, a lot of those guys are playing college ball, and now getting your opportunity to add to that legacy.
Yep. We'll see how it happens.
All right.
Go grind.
Do you want to talk a little bit about your role with in the program over there?
Oh, just yeah. He's was sort of waiting till he got gone and graduated and everything. I don't know, you know, what my title is or what, but just going to take care of my old ball team. You know, help Coach Roof out. Don't want to coach, nothing like that, but make sure they got food, make sure they got the nets are fixed, whatever it is that Madison Central Baseball needs. Sort of been doing that last few years anyway, so gives me purpose in my old age. And
like you said when you walked in here, you're an
Indian.
Indian. You're an
Gives me
Indian.
purpose. I'm an Indian for life. Will always be. Love my old
Facilities
school.
manager.
Yeah. Well,
Team dad.
I was kidding Coach Roof. You know, if you look at all the college stuff, you know, I said I want to be director of baseball operations. Call it what I don't. I'm not big on titles. I could care less about a title. I just want to be a part of these boys' lives and be a part of the program. At the end of the day, whatever role that is, I'm good. I'll rake a field, make sure they got water for the game, just whatever role I need to fill for the ball team. That's what I'm going to do.
Nathan just wants to be invited to the games now and again, so he can play games and get little.
I saw you over there playing.
Well,
all the
I
games.
did.
He put his own money in.
I did. I wasn't going to take my. Roof offered me a card, and I'm like, no, that's y'all's money. You let the kids. So I put a 20 in there and got my own tokens.
These are working
I almost
out.
beat Keith Stewart at Mario Kart. About that close. I was just ready to go over the line, and he hit me with some spider web thing or something. I don't know what the heck it was, but I finished second behind Keith Stewart.
Need to work it out so you can come on the Florida trip.
Yeah.
And stay in the motel.
Yeah, 20 years.
Yeah.
20 years they've been inviting me, and you know,
Go down,
I gotta
stay all
go.
week, take pictures, and hang out. It's pretty cool. It is a ball trip for sure.
Yep.
But it's worth its weight in gold.
Yeah.
That's the bonding time.
Yep.
It's the funnest trip as an incoming player you'll go on in your life. There's no family trip, girlfriend trip that will beat that one. Staying with the players all week.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, thanks for all the support over the years. I know the last couple of years, if we ever need anything, if I can't get to a game or something, you'll update me or whatever, and
right.
keep us updated. And
Well, I'm Lloyd's agent.
if I don't show up, he gets mad at me if we can't.
Yeah,
be
I
there.
text you. Where you at? Come on.
I got to cover those other schools too, you know, all those other
Oh
schools.
yeah. You guys do a lot. Not just because I'm sitting here. You guys, not just for Central. Y'all take care of these kids. And trust me, it's much appreciated across the board from any parent of a ball player, a volleyball player, Little League. There was a gap. I can't think of the guy's name that used to do it, Randy. For the
it's a
Register,
long time ago.
ago.
Yeah, I've been here
But
20 years.
There was a big gap,
Yeah.
and
It was.
the pictures in the paper and the stories and all that for Little League or whatever. So we're blessed to have you guys to, you know, to put our kids out there. You know, it's pretty cool, and so I'm just one of 1,000 parents that can sit here and thank you for that. You know, it means a lot to us to, you know, to go to Twitter or go to the paper or wherever and say, hey, you know, Gunnar did this, or you know, Bradley Pointer did this. You know, it's pretty cool.
As long as the stats are right on the game changer.
Yeah.
You probably got that a lot.
Sometimes when you use the other team's stats, they're not the same. So, and, you know, you guys didn't always keep yours live, so I go to the other teams, and sometimes
I'll say you do it. I
sometimes
stood
they're
beside you, and you're keeping up with Southern softball, Central softball, I mean, just down the list, you're just.
I don't see how he does it.
And that's how I knew all the scores. I just stand by Nathan. So I know what's going on in the county, and the EKU's playing in Florida. It's 3-2. I'm like, I just stand beside Nathan.
You just keep giving me sunflower seeds.
Yeah.
We'll call it in.
Oh, now we get it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
State champion journalist.
State
Oh,
champion. State champion journalist.
Oh,
I
my
like it,
gosh.
Gunnar.
Now, see, I'm going to tell one on Gunnar now, though. Because, see,
Uh-oh.
'cause we were at a softball game. I was sitting there at a softball game, and you came walking up. And it's funny because you came walking up and you said something. You were saying something about you put all those things on there. I said, yeah. And he said, how long have you been doing this? And I said, I've been at the Register for 20 years. And he said, well, how old are you? And it's funny because I said, well, I'll be 50 in December, but most people say I don't look that age. And it's funny because you looked at me and you went, no, you look about 50.
I remember that.
I wasn't fishing for a compliment, but my ego just went. It's like, oh well.
That's funny.
But you're honest, though. You're honest. It's okay. It's good.
Yeah.
I do look old. It's the hair. So, but no, best of luck to you. Appreciate you guys coming in. I know we joked at the beginning about missing you guys a couple of times, but like I said, you were sick once. You were sick once, and things happen in life. But the good thing is we got Randy here. We can just come in here and do this anytime we
That's
want.
right.
And the air conditioning's
Yeah,
broken.
there's no air conditioning in
It's
the.
hot.
If you hear a fan,
Yeah, you can.
We've lost 5 pounds.
All of us have sweat on our brows right now. So, and Lloyd just got done mowing. So,
Yeah. Going back to finish.
we have no filter on this show. We just
Yeah.
Thanks for coming in, guys. Best of luck to you.
Thank you.
We'll keep
Thank
an
you for
eye
having me.
on you, and we'll see you around.
Oh, yeah.
We can't get rid of you if we want
Can't
to.
get rid of me.
So, he's our number one viewer on our sports show.
That's right.
that's right, absolutely.
There you
I
go.
watch every night. Love the kids. That's what it's about.
Absolutely. So, all right. Well, that'll wrap up this special edition of the Richmond Register Sports Show. We'll be back at sometime, somewhere.
Probably mid-August somewhere.
Probably won't come back full time, until August, and the nightly show will come back in August as well. But we're on doing some vacation, doing some new stuff and some other things. So, but we always have sports coverage out there on Twitter, Richmond R Sports, and Register Sports on Facebook. So, we'll see you guys somewhere, sometime.
Say bye, Mom.
There you go.
Miller's Tire and Auto Care. Need to hire experienced technicians, oil change, tire technician, tow truck drivers, exceptional benefits and pay. Drop your resume off at Miller's Tire on the Big Hill Avenue location. The Richmond Register Sports Show is brought to you by MetroNet, super fast internet, simply a better connection. Total Comfort, heating and air conditioning. Let Total Comfort keep you cool or warm this winter. Call for service or for a free replacement quote. Wynn's Auto Detailing Service. Platinum Roofing, Solar and Green Solutions. Voted Richmond's best roofer 7 years in a row. And by kymedia.net, digital media solutions on your terms. Thanks for watching the Richmond Register Sports Show. For more information about all things sports in Madison County, log on to richmondregister.com or on Twitter. And like us, Register Sports on Facebook. Get the Richmond Register directly to your mailbox or get the app online and visit richmondregister.com.